Breaking news out of Dallas. Caylee Anthony is sitting behind bars. What do you think she is thinking? And are there any holes in the case? Florida prosecutor Pam Bondi and criminal defense attorney Jeff Brown join us in Florida. Jeff, I've heard from one of my colleagues on the staff tonight. You think she's innocent?
Yeah, I do. Well, first of all, we know she's innocent because there's a presumption, but I know that's not what you're talking about. I do. I have some real concerns here. I still can't get over the fact that this utility worker sends them out there, and apparently they go there, they have cadaver dogs, they cannot find the body, and then this time he comes back and shows them the bag. I have a real tough time with this. It sounds to me like somebody has said that there's something out there. There was no body that's out there. We know she's locked in jail, and then they plant the evidence there. It's just too coincidental here.
If there weren't such a thread of weird lies in June and July, you might have a more convincing argument. But Pam, what do you say to your colleague? You've been friends with Jeff for a long time. He's sitting right next to you. What do you say to him?
She's about to hit.
Yeah, I'm about to kick him right now, Greta. No, and that's all the defense has to work with. That's how ridiculous it is. All they have now is this utility worker who the law enforcement is saying was a good citizen. Just like you said, Caylee went missing. She was out partying. She told lie after lie after lie. She would not cooperate with investigators. They have the internet searches. They have the shovel. They have the gas cans. We could go on and on, Greta. And
Pam,
I mean, this woman is a psychopath.
All right, let me ask you something, Pam. It's like prosecutors, defense lawyers will all get asked to serve on juries from time to time. Pam, could you sit on a jury and do your job and presume we're innocent on this case?
No, I really couldn't, following the case so closely. I feel like and also because I know I haven't spoken to them at all, but I know there are great prosecutors on the case. No, I don't think I could be objective on this case because I followed it so closely.
Jeff, if you were her lawyer and you're sitting in the jail tonight with her, having a legal visit with her, what are you saying to her? Besides, I don't mean the legal stuff on the case, but what are you saying to her?
Well, there's not too much to say to her at this point. Obviously, I'm not going to let her talk to the public, and I think I'm going to try to encourage her and say, listen, what we have to do in this trial is we're going to have to separate the fact that you may have told some lies in this case and separate that from the fact that a liar doesn't make you a murderer, and we got to get a jury to understand that concept. And I think we have to start formulating our defense. If our defense is going to be that somebody else had this child and that they're the ones that killed this child and she didn't want to come forward to protect this child, we're going to have to start with this theme. We're going to have to get that theme out there, and we're going to have to convince the public that a liar doesn't make you a murderer.
See, I'd be working it two ways tonight. One is I'd be getting her ready for negotiating something because it's, if the prosecution has the goods on her, she might be better off taking some deal if one is offered. On the other hand, if I were talking to the prosecution, I'd talk tough and talk about that utility worker and do everything I possibly can. I'd be doing it both ways, trying to play it both ways. Pam?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, and I bet you that's what could very well be going on behind the scenes, Greta. Now that they have found her body, I don't know if the prosecutors would be willing to make a deal. I mean, she's charged with the first-degree murder of her beautiful infant daughter, her little toddler daughter. I don't know if they want to make a deal. They may have before they found that body, but it's game on now.
That may be a little vindictive. It's like, in the sense that they had her before. Now they just make her, I don't know. But anyway, those are always tough issues. And
happens.
Anyway, we'll have plenty of time to talk about it. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Up next, a huge Boeing